2014, we have a book from Europe. I'll leave it at Europe because it starts UK and the Netherlands, so we'll just say Europe.
He's gone up to 5 countries.
Yeah. Start by limiting
And that's only 5 continents.
Go from there.
More places.
Well, the UK itself
Buy
is
it.
4.
I had no idea what I was sitting next to.
I apologise for not being Vince. We should have to get used to a whole new accent. You've had several years to get used to Vince's accent. This is the first time for me. Anyway, so last few years Vince has been putting down a marker for the UK or somewhere else in 2014 or 15. It's slightly more than a marker now. I ran a convention last year called Conrunner, which part of the programming was a presentation by 3 convention centres in the UK and another presentation of 3 centres in the Netherlands. From that, we had a brief get-together in the convention, and about 50 of us said, yep, we want to run another Worldcon. So we basically formed an investigation group, and we've been going around looking at 5 of the sites. We ruled out one of them, unfortunately, very quickly before we even started visits. And we've now been visiting all 5 of the remaining sites. 3 in the UK, that's Glasgow, which you all should know and love. Liverpool, which is a brand new convention centre just opened this year. And we've had a convention centre in London in Docklands. For Holland, we're looking at 2 centres. The World Forum in The Hague, which is the one you all should well, hopefully remember from 1990. I think some of you are old enough. And the other one is the Array in Amsterdam, which is a large convention centre similar to SL London and the SEC in Glasgow. We've been going around looking at these new centres, finding out how practical they would be to run a Worldcon at. On paper they look good, and we've been going around and saying that yes, they do mash up. We found some have got some real difficulties with them, some have got some real advantages. We're now moving on to the point of getting quotes from them, and we hope by early next year to at least produce a short list of 2 or 3 sites that both financially and physically practical to host a Worldcon. And hopefully by next year we'll have a bit more detail for you. I don't have any more questions.
Start over there on the right.
Are they going to get sane again and allow more hashish to come back to Amsterdam? As opposed to the restrictions that they've recently implemented?
Unfortunately, they seem to be moving much more restrictive with them in Holland as that. Well, Vince is...
I'll speak to that later.
Yes.
Naomi over here.
If the other European bid actually does materialize, and I haven't seen anything as far as representation from them, are all of yours proposed sites outside the exclusion zone?
Yeah, the Croatian bid that we're talking about,
Yes.
they have pulled out in 2013, and they're actually joined the group who are looking at the Western European bid to learn what to do, and then they'll move on to an Eastern European bid after that. But they are outside the exclusion zone.
Okay. Over here.
You're talking about sites in the Netherlands. Is there, if you choose one of the sites, is there a Dutch fan base who will support the convention?
Are there events?
There is a stand-up. It's smaller than it was in 1990, and this will be a UK transplanted to the continent. One question that was asked at Worldcon is about programming the language. And one I can assure you all that all the programming will be in English. And we did ask...
English and American or just English?
British. Smart ass.
We did ask the Dutch fans who went round and decided to Holland with us about programming in Dutch. There might be an extra funding thing, have Dutch programming in Dutch, you might get extra funding for it. They laughed.
Okay.
They don't want programming in Dutch.
Here.
Oh yeah. Is Kay's going to be involved?
I doubt it, to be honest. He's been consulted. We're looking for it. Depends on, until we have a site, we're not pushing forward on that. Next. Hello?
I know that there were recently some issues with the EasterCon that was going to be in Liverpool regarding I know my understanding is mostly around location. Are there issues similar to that with where you're looking in Liverpool?
Where we're looking at is on the Docklands side. It's by the Albert Dock, which is the revitalised area of the city.
That's London. You said Docklands, London. Yes, Liverpool.
Yeah, no, this is the Albert Dock. The Albert Dock in Liverpool.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, all British convention centres seem to be built on old docks.
Oh, I see. Okay.
One of the farthest hotels from the convention centre would be the Adelphi. So it'd be unlikely that the Adelphi would be used more than just as a crash space that you really want really cheap accommodation.
Do you have a preferred weekend you're looking at, or are you looking at a range?
We're looking at a range, but for various reasons. It looks like the middle of August is coming out to probably be the most popular of most sites, various reasons.
Bank holiday.
Is that the bank holiday or before the bank holiday?
It's before the bank holiday.
Okay.
Back here?
Other than going to see where the Beatles grew up and seeing where the Titanic was built, what else is there to do in Liverpool?
Get beat up.
And eat.
Even more. I mean, I'm just curious, what else?
I know, I'm good, I'm trying to... There is... Right, I don't know this well myself. The actual city itself is probably one of the more revitalised cities. It's growing all the time. It's one of Britain's planning, probably won't be there quite by 2014 or 15. Is a completely revitalising the whole Docklands. They're going for a very space age centre around there, sort of thing there.
I should remember it, you did make European City of Culture.
Yes.
Yes, I should say.
There must be something.
Yes, there is something.
One more question back here? Or? Go ahead.
What is the transportation from Liverpool to London, and how much does it cost? Like, in terms of if someone wants to do a day trip or...
Right, Liverpool to London, it's nearer to Glasgow, but it's still not. It should be about 2.5 hour train journey. It varies. You can get, if you book it in advance, quite very cheap rates, but unlike some of the convention, we go for that advance booking, so explorer airfares in the UK are expensive. You'll probably be looking at around 60, it's about £60 at the moment for return fare.
Which is...
But the next thing you,
Okay.
what in advance, do I super flexible at 35?
Yes, if you book in advance, but if you don't book in advance, the cheapest you can get on the day.
Last question back in the back there.
If things go well, when do you hope to officially launch?
If all goes well, and we are coalescing on 2014, that we're still holding on 2015, because there are a few question marks over 14, we would hope to be launching officially in 2010, probably at the National Convention in London at Odyssey, and then launching to the broader audience at Worldcon in Melbourne.
Okay. Thanks a lot.